It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we'll see the Cowboys, rookie running back. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing.
It's the Cowboys and the Ravens.
The Cowboys and this running back headed back out for a new series.
Here we go.
They run. It's the rookie from UCLA. There's a lane past the 45. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll take an option to the right on first down. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. First down, ball at the 36. Back to the well again. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10. They give it to him again. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
Yeah! Here we go! Right side!
From the gun is Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Lone back gets the handoff, and they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Still has room inside the 15, and he's finally hauled down at the 12.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one, and when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
Yeah! Here we go!
Back-to-back carries here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
3rd and goal, Prescott. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think that...
The Cowboys and their running back about to get back to work. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair.
Here we go.
They'll run here on first down. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Yeah, here we go. Right take. 26.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be third down.
Yeah, here we go.
Play action, Prescott. Here's a deep shot towards the... Wide open down the field, and he has it! Touchdown, Dallas! So well done there to come up with a touchdown and get within an extra point of tying this ball game.
So much of this game of football, Kate's about answering back. Punch, counterpunch. You give up a score, that's okay. We've got confidence in our offense. They can get those points back, and they deliver right there.
The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll run. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Here we go. 26.
Dak now from the gun. Ezekiel Elliott makes the catch. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Third and just 2 to go.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take!
Another carry for him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Yeah! Here we go!
From the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down. Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take!
First down, here's Dak. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon.
Yeah! Here we go!
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled up across the 20 at the 22. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah! Here we go!
Back to throw. Gage makes the catch. Keeps on moving into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys jump in front late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have...
The Ravens will fly home with the win. And it could have gone either way down to the very end, but they were able to come up with the clutch plays to take the victory.